Ye- So just for the reference of all the viewers, we just wanted to mention that there is a little technical glitch with at the other end that we'll be fixing in another minute or so. Just stay tuned, and we will be experiencing a great session with our guest speaker S. Prabakaran. Just give us a moment.
Hello?
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
Okay,
Uh,
now?
yeah, this is perfectly fine.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
thank you very much.
technology has its benefits and its pluses and minuses. All right. So for all the viewers, I welcome for session episode 4. So this is Reboot Retail 1.0 powered by Malls of Globe. And today we have with us Mr. Prabakaran S. Prabakaran. Before I go on to the amazing introduction, let me just set a pretext of this webinar. So I'm going to moderate this session, and on behalf of Malls of Globe, which is envisioned to bring digital transformation in physical retail, we are running this webinar series to ensure that retail learns a lot from what is happening in this current situation and how people are finding ways to solve their problems in the pandemic world. Uh, a little background, we have, as Malls of Globe, we have done over 370 plus malls digitized in over 8 plus countries and over 40,000 touch points. More information is available on mallsofglobe.com. Coming straight and without wasting any time, it is a great pleasure for me to introduce our today's speaker, an award winning technocrat of prestigious IT Next 100 CIO badge. And I really admire him as a true implementer of technology in the shopping mall. We have Mr. Prabakaran S, Chief Information Officer from Express Avenue Mall, Chennai. He's undoubtedly the best person to gain the insights about the importance of technology that helps to reboot the retail in the pandemic world. And when I say this thing, I really mean it, because that is Express Avenue is the only mall which has reopened with almost the full occupancy after the pandemic has been after the lockdown has been lift up. So as we move forward, why this webinar? We set a little pretext to it, and why we have titled it Reboot Retail 1.0. The primary agenda is that in this pandemic hit world, or in this COVID situation, when retail has been badly hit and retailers are struggling to, to adapt to this new normal situation, which we call, uh, everything has been impacted, and the ecosystem has impacted the real estate vertical most, because when rentals are discussed, when actual footfalls are discussed, these are the stuff which people are struggling. And when these old strategies and things are not working, we think that reboot retail is required. Today's theme is structured into three major categories, as we do it every time: current challenges, and we'll hear it from really from Mr. Prabhakaran's viewpoint, who runs and operates a mall. New strategies for offline retailers, that's a second category, and the disruption and tech adoption. being a CIO, I think this session we would be strengthening more. And and let me just, without wasting any time, move to the first question to Mr. Prabakaran. That is my favorite one. What are the key challenges that you're facing in this time as a shopping mall owner?
Hi, good evening all. I am Prabhakar, taking care of the Express Avenue technology part. I can discuss of the technology, how the support to opening the mall as in the lockdown period, after lockdown period, in the short period. Voice is okay?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Now, I just we are planned already our office. We are segregated the segment of three categories: one for office, one for retail, one for F&B. The majorly we are segregated three categories. And lockdown period also June, July, August also the office categories are working fine, working that are working. That's why we are managing all the infrastructures, one part of infrastructure. Suddenly, after we are getting the government announced, we are facing the few problem internally operation and service. We are making the discussion internally how to managing the public based on the government rules and norms and regulation, the safety measurement. The major part is external, the coming to the safety measurement. Safety measurement is they given the heat temperature and mask detection, everything we need to follow the procedures. So our technology will help for this. We identified we have the last 10 years footfall. We have the ground floor 5 entrances and all the 3 floors we have 15 entrances. Totally we have 22 entrances in that. So we discussed with security department what are the entrances we have open, what are the entrances we are closed. Based on that, we are providing the technology support. So we analyzing that which part is maximum footfall is coming, which entrance is maximum footfall is coming, which is less. We decided based on that we are allocating the new technology called that at a time manual scanning, mass detection is impossible for the crowd. So we implemented the online scanning, the CCTV temperature scanning system and display system. At the time, minimum 15 people can scan the temperature and mass detection, and we give the alarm to the security if any temperature is high, and photo also scanned and saved in our orders, local orders. So security continuously watching, there is no physical activity touching and scanning and verifying that. System give the alarm for two places we are implemented online scanning system, that
Right,
at a time minimum 15 people can scan to avoid the queue, avoid the rows. And second one, after low entrances, low the footfall count areas, we are implemented more the, the small types of devices. They can stand in front and get the approval for opening the entrances. This way, we are supporting for security part. Then come to IBMS part, we are raising temperature of AC verification. Temperatures for government norms there, 28 to 30 temperature AC only allowed. So we are testing in IBMS remote control from here itself, which are the location footfall is there, and we are adjusting the temperatures and gas to be supplied to F&B and all. Suddenly it is wake up and we are verifying all the tubes and everything that operational are going on, and EB services and all these parts IBMS will take care, and we are
right,
supporting the backend. And third one, footfall count. We are analyzing all the footfall devices are working fine, network devices are working fine, and all the servers are data captured or not. That also we verified that. Fourth one, parking equipment. Parking equipment, we are online parking ski data system is available with us. So we are verified all the equipments are working fine and scanning all the equipment and charging all other parking passes renewal. Everything we have started immediately to give the service to the retailers. And major part we are like maximum 99% of revenue share calculation shops. So we need to capture billing sales data immediately. For this purpose, we are developing the tool sitting on the retailer to pulling the data. Major operator services required. We have BSNL, Airtel operators in all over mall. So after 3 months, they are opening a lot of confusion that 3 month payment is not paid. The lines are disconnected. Some area cables are disconnected. So I form one department team for team. They verify the retailers and servicing the data, and I speak to Airtel people and speak to BSNL head level people, organizing the manpower here immediately 24/7. We are giving the work order to servicing, retailing, and 99% services are up. All the packages are working online now because maximum retailers are packages past this is not cloud based. Now, without Airtel broadband or BSNL broadband, they can't able to do the billing. So we given that type of services, and all the shops are going on manual. We avoid the manual billing. Online billings are going on, and we are updating mall directories, and we are updating all the precaution measurement at digital display, all the malls and lift and stickers, everything we are taking care. So these are the activity happening within 1 or 2 days and servicing for the retailer part. Now malls
Fantastic.
are running.
I haven't heard somebody talking to me about more than 20 data points in just 2 minutes, and this is something which has glorified in a manner that for the purpose of the viewers who are right now live would understand that how technology is shaping up and how we are.
Addition, yes.
Yeah.
Additionally, we have 400 cameras in the mall, and we are verifying IBMS through servers, entirely maintaining by internal IT department. All the camera recorded everything. We are night itself. We are verifying everything. Camera 80, 90 to 95% cameras are up and running now
Fantastic,
for security
fantastic,
reasons.
fantastic. So I think we heard the challenges, and I think along with the challenges, you told the solution also. And as a shopping mall, because what is happening all across is that this is the category which people were enjoying most pre-COVID era, and every weekend that was a stress buster. And I always say shopping is a therapy, and a lot of I think our female audience would really look forward to solutions which can bring that time back. I would like to jump on another one, which is uh, how retailers are, talking to you, and the arrangements that you've done are really amazing. What are their feelings? I know I should not ask you this question because out of 220, 210 are operational, but still, I would like to know the positive side and be optimistic.
Retailers are very supportive. I tell you, they are also waiting for last 3 months in the mall. The shops are outside open, why it not open? Lot of inquiries coming. Once it is announced, their people are informed to us tomorrow we are open. And
Right,
30 before 2 days before, all the stops are come to the retailer and arranging the stuff and
right,
asking the support, preparing the work order. Previously, we are given the work order for job night only. Night 12 o'clock only we allowed. Next day about 8 o'clock we closed. We not allowed that any operation work in daytime because it is disturbance of public. Now
right,
we are allowing for them to back to the normal position. We are also supporting for the retailers to
right.
make it happen. And with this, I mean, supporting from retailers is very amazing, really very amazing. They are also started 95% we are achieved, and we are segregated in retail and F&B. F&B only slowly delayed because of the retail part. Their material is there, only cleaning work, and they restart. The replacement is not running, but the old
Right,
stock discount they started. But F&B part, the material is not there, and connectivity, the back end equipment verification take time. But
right,
they are to within 2 3 days they are up now.
right, right, right. That's fantastic because retailers' perspective is very important at this time. And as a when I say that every business is like a family, so whether it is employee and employer, whether it is retailer and mall, it's like a ecosystem which has been developed for so long. And in these hard times, the test comes to the reality. So I would like to come to the another tougher part, which is the second category of our discussion: the new strategies. And offline retailers were not really proactive to digital and to stuff. And the advantage was seen predominantly by players like Amazon, Flipkart in this time. What do you think that is Amazon a threat? Amazon is like just an example to the physical retailers.
Yeah, see, before I joining 10 years before Express Only Mall, I am working in the retail segment called Rayman Group of Color Plus as a Chief Technology Officer in the retail group. Okay. So this is not a new concept. See, for my opinion, 15 years before we are launching that same sales in the name of e-commerce business. Okay.
Right.
The name of called e-commerce business.
Mhm.
Why that business is not very strong 15 years before means the digital payment system is not that type of familiar that time.
Right.
Okay. So we are getting the order through site. After we are getting the order, payment gateway is very difficult to integrate because government RBI norms are there, the payment not to be scanned and check to be processed, account department give the clearance to the warehouse to clearing the stock. These are the small bugs are there. That's why it is not familiar that time. Now, digital payment systems are very, very simplified, like FineLab. The third party tools are available now, FineLab, Paytm. It is easy to integrate any POS system, any warehouse, any FMB system to payment gateway, through payment gateway. And CC source and help desk, bill desk, lot of third party is available now. In FineLab, previously we have the scanning machine SDHC provided, this only Visa is working, Master is working. But now providing third party find lab integrated to server, the one machine we can work for the Visa, Master, Amex. No need to go for one more Amex card system. So processing to be simplified. So when you come to your question, Amazon done is Amazon picture. See, we can't discuss directly to retail part is the Amazon. We need to categorize our service. First, categorize the retail part. Broadly, we are categorize the retail part is the F&B business and retail business. We go to retail F&B business later. First, retail business. In retail business itself, our experience in mall experience in 7 lakh square feet, we categorize into garment is 20%, garment shops, all garment shop 20%, and anchor shop is 40% occupancy of the square feet buildings, and that 60% is occupied by government and anchors. Second, entertainment zone is 12%, like Fun City and like Snowwear, like this. That is a 12% occupied in our mall. F&B is 10%. Okay. Then others come to picture is 18%. That is others means electronic goods and electronic equipment, and also that is jewelry and a lot of other categories come to only 80%. Even when you are going to anchor also that lifestyle, Max Lifestyle, Big Bazaar, and West Side, and these are the anchor shops. There is more than 10,000 square feet about who are occupied in a mall called anchor.
Right.
There also 50%, 40% of product is in garments only.
Correct.
Even Big Bazaar 10 years before, 15 years before, 10 years before, garment is very less, only 5% maybe there.
Right.
Now, last 5 years, garments is 50% in Big Bazaar now. Okay. So, so we need to classify it in this, then only we can link into the Amazon services.
Right.
The
Right.
Amazon services familiar in the electronic business because garment business people feel and touch and design colors. Generally, they can buy 80 to 85%. Only few people see the size and see the design, see the material and order through warehouse. But electronic goods affected, yes, because it is based on the configuration. Okay, I3, I5, I7. In small people, my child also discuss that what is the configuration, what is the pixel size of cameras, everything. It is configuration, everything provided, backup provided. So they are ordered through electronic goods in the Amazon. So maximum people affected by Amazon, this type of people in the electronic segment, not in the government segment, not in the retail segment.
Right.
And also parallelly, that Amazon business teaches all the head of IT and head of CEOs how to build a CRM system. Okay. Now the CRM system come to play the system. That's Amazon is nothing but only the mediator playing between retailers and manufacturers. They don't have any own manufacturing. They are
Correct.
giving platform to making that. So all the retailers now wake up and creating the CRM own CRM system and addressing that maintaining the email ID, maintaining the mobile numbers. And I watched that a retailer itself with the parent labs, a lot of Aditya Birla groups. The manager called to the showroom, my concerned person that any new goods are coming. The job is they're calling and informing the new goods are coming. So they have one-to-one relationship.
Right.
So mating that. So that is new things are when the new things are come to the picture. There we have two options. One, adapt it how to do the business with them, or find alternative solution to beat them.
Right.
Okay. So retailers is a very good choice. Now the time to start CRM package. Think about
Correct.
CRM package and making the strong CRM packages and make a customer 1 to 10 relationship and we can beat in the Amazon Freight system. The lifestyle already started and not providing the manual bills. They are providing the electronic bills and
Right.
customer information. They
Right.
are maintaining all retailer now doing 60 to 70% CRM packages that come to picture now to beating the Amazon services.
Right, right. So what I hear from you is that the way forward is to cultivate your customer data and nurture.
Utilize maximum.
Yeah, 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 and practice to fight with the. So I
The
should.
maximum previously IT only providing the tool. That's all.
Right,
Now the
right,
now IT is playing the major role in
right,
this now in the business also and operations also. They
right.
are making the tool for them. New goods are identified. They are making the simplest way of sending the email invoices. They are making simplest ways as SMS construct, SMS plus. How to utilize the CRM packages. How to utilize maximum revenue to bring from the online billing,
Yeah.
and now lifestyle is also started lot of in the June, July, August period in website lifestyle. Lot of shops are calling me asking me approval for online billing, that is a web billing. So
Okay.
they are, and they are booking on outside, and based on the address they are delivering the material nearby shops in Express Avenue. They are delivered. Big Bazaar doing June, July, August sales.
Right, right,
So
right.
through their web sales also. So
Right.
everybody just using this tool, CRM tool, and beating the Amazon services.
Right, right, right. I am getting some amazing questions on the chat. I think people are liking more data-oriented discussions because this is where I feel the conversation should lead, and people want to learn. And before I go to the data and your main area, which is how you have actually factored the new rental policy and this thing, I would like to just run a small video that I captured from CNBC, and then I would come to the relevant things so that viewers can actually understand what exactly has happened. So just for a sake of movement, I am just sharing this thing. So Express Avenue Mall has done a really great work in setting up a rental policy, what I say, a new way to reboot the retail. This small video will let you understand.
This is Express Avenue. It's one of Chennai's older shopping malls and probably the only one to get almost all its stores up and running the day it reopened after 6 months of lockdown. Today, 210 out of 220 stores here are open for business again. In comparison, competitors Phoenix Market City Chennai and Palladium have seen only 162 out of 315 of their stores reopen. The difference is Express Avenue's new rental policy.
Malls like Express Avenue have been benevolent when it comes to collecting rent. The mall management here has allowed tenants to pay rents in line with what each store makes every month when compared to last year. What this essentially means is that if this H&M store behind me makes just 50% this month when compared to revenues last year, its rent is also half of what it would otherwise pay the mall.
So I think just for the pretext of this thing, I found this thing very amazing, and the learnings that we would like to take away from this session focused on this area. And I want to come on to the tech adoption, and you being the CIO for the EA group, I would like to learn how you did that and
Yeah,
what all efforts went into this entire new rental policy.
yeah, I explained that detail because in the only mall IT department handling invoicing also. Okay, the
Right.
total invoicing controlled by IT department. Okay, with the help of accounts and leasing department. So we are developing the own in-house application called mall management system. It is implemented in 10 years, and this is the take care of the revenue management system also. We not new in revenue management system. It is implemented in 2010 itself. Mall is open. That time it is 75%. Now it is 95%. Now, but that is and mall management system, revenue management system, food court application system, Mastercard system, everything to be implemented developed by in-house, and invoices are controlled by IT department based on the support from accounts and leasing department, leasing masters. I tell you what are the changes we are going to make for next 4 years supporting to the retailers. Okay. Revenue share management system, we are classified into, one second, we are classified into 3 points: office flow, rental, and FMB. Office flow, there is a no changes. We are making the invoices and everything as usual what we are did. In retail, we are segregated previously into purely rental. Second one is MG limit plus rental revenue share, whichever is higher. Third one is purely revenue share. There is no MG limit. Now what we did is, just I think so, yeah, everybody understands this three logic. Okay. Now last years we have the data, all the shops, all anchored to small level shops. My tool is sitting on that POS system. Next day morning or evening, it's automatically pulled from POS manager. That is a different type of POS system. And I pull the common structure from them, including lifestyle, beg bazaar, bill buys, and anchors, pattern, entire shop, 95% of shop. Transferring the data online through my FTP server and design, we are pulling only the sales information. And we are pushing into our centralized server, scanned and pushing into my centralized server. And we are keeping for last 10 years data. This time we are planned for use this sales data linked into revenue, linked into rental part. If they are bleeding, okay, we give 100% rental. If they are doing very well, okay, we are going 100%. If you are 50%, they are sales, we are raising the 50%. So what we decided is September month still invoices, not raised rental invoices. What we are decided is rise MG limit minimum percentages. Okay, whatever minimum percentage we fixed, we rise for rent. Now I was discussing not in F&B part, I discuss in the retail part. We raise the invoices first in the MG limit. Whatever minimum limit we can discount, we rise on that. Next month, we take a sales data comparing to last year September to this year September sale data. Okay, then we see the percentage of sale. If the percentage is more than few percentage, and we are additionally we are rising 10%. If it is reached 80% sale, last year September sale, this year September sale is equal, then we are increasing the 20% additional invoices. If they are less than 50%, we not raise at all in additional invoices. So we are sharing for rental discount for them based on the sales to sale data. Then comparing to F&B, F&B is delayed for opening and processing and everything. We convert into the purely revenue share part. There is no rental at all. And whatever sales is happening, the percentage part we are going to rental invoicing for them. So we are classified that way. We are the internal discussion of MD approval, management approval is going on. And CAM also we are given the way of the August month, and that is the leasing department and MD discussion, management discussion going on. So this way we are going to try to support for the retailers. So we have this only on advantages. We have the data of last 10 years, 5 years sales data with all the retailers. These are confidentially we are maintaining them. So we plan for this sale data. Second one, we have the footfall analysis for last 5 years. 5 years month to month, what are the footfall in Express Avenue? And we are taking now September month footfall analysis. Comparing to last year footfall and this year September month footfall, the percentage of footfall also they come to the picture for playing this in rental invoices concept. Third one, now cinema theater and entertainment zones are not open. If that is a major footfall pulling activity area, so we are waiting for that to be open. Then we are finding to how to increasing the footfall activity. Almost now 40 to 45% footfall is reached comparing to that. Second one, now the one more happiest news is now the footfall 80 to 85% are buyer footfall. They're not entertainment footfall. Okay, now the peoples are coming to the mall for aim of purchasing some food, so purchasing some material.
Right.
The ways they come and spend their time, that footfall is reduced now. Even 40% of footfall we reach 38% of footfall purchasing some items now. That's our what footfall now. So based on this, all the algorithm that they said, the idea of the percentage is calculated by then leasing and management going to decide what we are going to do in next month.
Right. I think this is an amazing fact which you mentioned that the footfall is more buyer centric. And I was reading one of the article in New York Times. It said that now the trips have lowered down, but the lists that the buyers are carrying have improved to a greater extent. So they are very focused, very clear. If they are going to buy grocery, they will buy, you know, and yeah, that's a fantastic.
And F&B, we are purely converted to purely revenue share, no MG limit at all. So whatever the sales is happening, the percentage based we are planned to raise for the next 4 months.
I
So
think
that also planning is all going
this is
on.
the secret sauce for having 210 outlets open out of 220, because I think
Yes, yes.
most of the retailers that I've been talking and most of the mall developers that I've been talking in past, I've seen that there is a friction between both the sides, because one side always wanted to have a fixed rental which they were used to take, and one side was reluctant to pay in this COVID time, because they said, I'm not doing any sales, so why should I bleed? I would. So there has been so many uh, I would say that.
Now only we are requesting to pay with CAM invoice, common entity, because we are also spending for maintaining the mall. And
Correct,
rental part June, July, August, so far we not raised. So far we not raised. The discussion is going on. We
correct,
and also we are discussing to the retailer part also, before we are raising. We are discussing to the retailers,
right,
and so really they are bleeding. We are ready to support for them,
right,
and we are making the note explanation note to our MD, and getting MD supporting for us to make it all this activity.
right, right. See, the only gap that comes in, that when you say, are you really bleeding or are you really not?
Hmm.
This definition,
Yes,
cannot be put
sales.
in verbal context. It has to have a measurable index.
Yes, yes.
So
Sales data will be shown there in the details.
right, 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 right. We and this revenue share is something. Do you think that this could have been adopted earlier also?
Yes, yes. We have 9 years practice. That's why we have 9 years sale data.
Okay.
Purely rental shops, we not pulling the sales. 95% revenue share, we are pulling the data. As
Hmm.
per the agreement, they should provide the sales data. It's a very confidentially we are maintaining that. Only internal analysis purpose we are using.
Right, right,
And this data we are using for changing that, renewing the agreement. At
right,
the time, what they paid, what we are sales, we are analyzing for fixing the rental. And the major the grand area they're not doing sale, we instructed to do, go to some other area, and
right.
we are shifting the mall places to that, and based on the sales data we are playing
Right, right,
that.
right, 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 right. So I think it should not be wrong to interpret that the stuff, that the decisions or the activities that you have done is not an overnight magic that you've done. It is a hard-earned effort of
Continuously we are
multiple years.
discussing. Yeah, continuously we discuss with the work from home concept we introduced June, July, August also.
Okay,
Immediately we are converting all the laptops there, all the department yet can work in their home, connecting my servers.
okay,
And one more additional advantage is we are billing system, invoice management system, internal development handling by IT department.
right,
Whatever changes we are decided is to be done minute to minute. Immediately we are implemented. So
right,
we're not waiting for that, explain to the third party and making the conversion, everything. So I handling that. I know very well what they are requirement, and I get the approval from MD and make it happen immediately.
right, right,
That
right,
is the maximum advantage for us. In
right,
food court, in food court, we have the own billing software called Right Pass, and we are doing the MSR card system. 2 lakh customer master cards are there. It is automatically linked into parking system. You can put the money in food court and buy no digital, all digital payment. Now
right,
we are converting to no paper printing billing. We are sending SMS to the billing for them, to
right.
they can verify mobile the billings to avoid the COVID-19 securities for that. Paper printing is
All
also
right,
stopped. Now you can integrate to parking also. The balance amount, whatever is there, you can go and pay in the parking segments.
right,
And we are plan to integrate few retailer segment, our own shops, everything they can pay in the car.
right,
So
right,
this activity also we are slowly thinking and establishing our
right,
Mastercard
right, right. So
loyalty points.
we come to the last part, which is like the Q&A from people who are watching us. And I would warmly extend this for a couple of minutes because we started. So let's give this to the community that we are dedicated to serve and build this thing. So I have this one, which is coming from, I think this is a mall developer or maybe somebody from mall team, is interested to know that what is the effort required, or what's the focus required to set up IT systems like EA?
Strong IT head is required. is the not only the technical part, you want to know the operational part also, and you want to know what is the accounts department work requirement, what is the leasing department requirement, and not capturing all the information. He capturing the information, he should provide the technology, what is the easiest way to implement and maintaining the process. One. Second one, keep the IT department very safe, and will pay 50% of IT department to be internal team, manage the team, and make it all the major changes, everything to be digitalized, everything to be controlled in IT department, and supporting for account, not the decision taken by IT department, decision taken by leasing department and accounts department, but implementation controlled by IT department. But here, luckily, last 9 years, I am handling the invoicing part also, the invoicing management system.
Okay.
Leasing department entering the data, all agreements are scanned and posted in the system, document management system. All proofs are there. Everybody, anybody asking why credit note pass, the document scanning, MD approval, and scan document to be posted. Then only all the evidence are there, proofs are there, and slowly we are discussing internal department to understanding the requirement and form the in-house development system to be very strong.
Okay, I have another and the last one, which is: are the brands comfortable sharing the data with the mall management or
Is that, yeah, all the malls they're sharing now. Now we have the 400 sorry, we have the 50-60 types of POS system running around. See, for because of express animal, we can't ask lifestyle to change the POS system. Okay,
correct?
whatever POS system using, okay, we are accepting. And we implemented through three type of concept. One, first concept, if you are using your POS system, we are providing technology, just sharing the information. We developing the tool sitting on your POS system and giving training to the manager. And day end, my POS system take the data only, requirement data only, and verify in the screen and push to FTP server. To tool be provided by them, POS provided by them. Second one, if you are ready to develop, your IT team ready to develop the tool, we are providing the backend technology, backend details, what are the field, what are the details required, and they are sending the float file. It is coming to the encrypted float file system. Nobody can open and view that. It is coming to the encrypted system. That float file, we are verifying it is okay. They ask him to deploy it there in the interval. 12 o'clock, it is automatically delivered. Third one, if they are not possible to provide this both, we providing our own POS system. Small players are there. We have the one POS system like food court POS system and F&B retailers. Here 20, 40 shops. We providing the POS system. Day one it is they can send the data to us. And here the rule is we are providing the NOC for trading without signing. IT department is a part of that, completing the interface tool. And
Right.
also, once interface tool completed and IT given the approval, then only they can start the trading as per the agreement. Okay. So everybody is sharing the informations now. And also we implemented in the food court. Food court is a different concept. Food court, all POS system and system scanning system, self billing system, everything is stored my server. So we are providing the sale data to the retailer and
Right.
deducting my retail rental part, and automatically what are the invoice raised is deducted balance 15 days once we are going to paying back to them. And we have the system called daily sales. We configure mobile number in showroom, cashier can send the daily sales to the each and every owners. And whatever retailers asking the report for GST filing, we are month on month we are generating and deliver to them through mail automatically. And invoice management system also, there is no manual. On every month one, the invoice LNLFE, the leasing master is there. Every month within 5 minutes invoice, all 200 invoices are raised, and digitally it is transferred to the its mail ID.
Right.
There is a no manual delivery, manual go and shop delivery. It is
Right.
whoever shop head office mail ID or local mail ID, wherever configure in the system, the invoices are generated, digitally signed, and delivered to them directly to the mail ID within 10 to 15 minutes.
Amazing. So one simple question, and I would say three options, and then so technically elaborated explanation. I would like to really thank you for your time, and would like to give a quote from my side that anybody in the mall industry, if they are willing to find solutions, watch this webinar on a repeat. I think all the problems that I have been discussing with various guys, you've given an amazing reply with a technical in-depth of how to do it. A lot of people just say that we're doing it, but this is the real
That
secret.
is the difference between in-house development and depending
Right,
upon third-party development.
right. And I feel that there would be a lot of collaboration in this space that will happen, because this problem is not only with one specific mall. This is a global problem. We have 100,000 malls across the globe, and as a malls of globe, we envision to learn from these things and pick up the best brains to come onto the table where this can be widely spread and people can benefit from it. So consider this as an open source approach.
In sale data also, we're not collecting the data and summary. We are collecting bill-wise history,
I,
sales and return. Both we are collected.
right. I remember when I spoke to you earlier this webinar, you were mentioning that you're not capturing any in detail of the customer, but you're capturing just the number, the system ID, which is amazing because
Customers and information we collected lot now. In food court, we are collecting the card information and all the public, all the advertisement. Even we are putting such the cards and we are collecting the mobile numbers. We are collecting email ID. We are
right.
doing the promotion. We have more than 20 lakhs customers, mobile numbers and customers with us.
And that's when you say 20 lakh, you say that it's a profile data.
Yes.
Amazing. I would love to have more and more sessions with you, Mr. Prabakaran. And this is just I would say a small effort that we have done to reboot the retail and let people learn. With this, I would like to thank you for your time and take leave from all our viewers who are watching this. And this is, I'm amazed to see that this has been really broadcasted well in right now 9+ countries, over 400 plus viewers. So I'm really very happy. So thank you, Mr. Prabhakaran, for your valuable time.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Bye.
pleasure.